Yo, there's a boy.
So this is how we met. I think Jalas called me or texted me, one of those, and told me there's a lady who has biashara for you. It's a client who wants to meet you. I think I was at Samaki or something. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So is it someone you worked with before? Can I be someone I know? Nah, I'm familiar with. Nikamwambia okay, sawa. So kama ni mseko familia naye sampatie namba yangu nini. Nikamwambia pia mimi tumie namba yake because akipiga na namba sijui labda sitashika. So akantumia, so call, nikapick, hey, what's up? I need to meet you over this business nini. I said cool. Pull up to Samaki. Pulls up to Samaki. We sat at the counter there for like maybe 10-15 minutes. I think I was shooting because I was in between things. And the minute I sat on that counter, I don't know what happened. Until today, I have no idea what happened. I don't know how it happened because everything happened so fast. And then during that time, I'd already been single for about 2 years. After my last heartbreak, I was single for like 2 years. I was in between, like you get someone, you try kidogo 1 week, you're like, kidogo, yeah, itana mali unaondokea before anything happens. Nini. So I was single for like 2 years, for about 2 years before I'd sat down and said, now I want to try this again. So when everything was happening, I was just like, okay, let's see what's gonna happen. So everybody was against it. I spoke to Leslie, I spoke to the cop, spoke to everybody. They were just like, no. And then during this time, by the way, this happened around the time when I was doing My Woman. Do you remember when I was shooting My Woman? Yes, that is when I was shooting My Woman. That's when it happened. And by the way, there was never biashara. We just spoke, and then one thing led to another, another thing led to another. And all of a sudden, within a short span of time, she was constantly at my place, like all the time. Like I was like, hey man, what's up? So one time, she was at my place for maybe like about a week. And I was like, hey, you got a toy here? Where's the toy? Oh, the toy is home with the nanny. I was like, no, we don't do that over here. Go bring the toy, man. And I think that is how I ended up meeting the toy. And one thing led to another. Nini, we struck a bond with the boy, and he was an amazing boy, and it happened. And when this was happening, we realized, kidogo, this house is now getting a bit small. It was a 3-bedroom house up Raptor Road in Westlands. And like, see, we get a bigger kribo, nini, so at least we can manage. We add another nanny, so we have 2 nannies, nini. Let's try. And I jumped with 2 feet in, man. Let's build together, man. Let's do this, let's do that. And I started injecting, man. From biashara to whatever, to grooming the boy, to everything, to protection, to provision, to nini, man. And a lot used to happen, and me, I wasn't seeing nothing. Like, I would see problems and situations, but I was just, trust me. Until today, I don't know what happened. I have no idea. But there's a time I started working with a pastor called Pastor Steve, Pastor Steve, ako, ile place ni Kayole ama ni Umoja? Kayole, I think niko Kayole. So I started working with Pastor Steve, kaza kuniambia vitu. And then there's also a time on Obinna show live, I started bringing a lot of spiritual to people. Nini. So when these things started happening, and we were talking with these people, and my eyes started opening, I started seeing different things, and I was like, and I started thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. Yeah, trust me, I don't know how that happened. I don't know whatever happened. I can't explain to you how it happened. Yeah, but here we are. Here we is, man. Yeah, we've learned. Yeah, so that's a summary of how we met and how everything happened. Maybe if I think of something else, I'll say, oh, by the way, do you know a very interesting thing that I used to look at when we were having the DCI story? there's a time when we went first, they didn't pull up with the lawyer, then baadaye akakam akasema watakam sijui Tuesday, tukasema tapatikana Wednesday, so when we went on Wednesday the lawyer didn't come, then akakuja peke yake, akasema watakuja peke yake but on condition she talks to me without my lawyers. So venye alikam, my lawyers akatoka, tukabaki hapo ndani, then akaanza kuongea nini. Then she started crying again when I brought my evidence. Nilikuwa hapo, the other DCI officers were just like, walikuwa, there were women, there were two ladies. Then akasema, oh, me I'm not in a good position now to talk. Me I can't talk now. Akatoka akaenda. So nikabaki nao sawa, wanaangalia zile za obina must stay strong. So kushuka hivi nikapata na ningoja hapo kwa parking. Ati I want to talk to you nini? Nikamwambia okay, sema. Walikuwa na kitonga by the kitonga, kashuka hivi kwa gari. Nikamuuliza, why are you doing this to emotion, Munez? You know these guys, man. They've never done anything bad to you. You know the type of people that they are. Why would you... Your fight is with me. Mbona unawekelea say unomenya iko? Oh, I'll just forgive them on condition that you come back home. Nini. Nilikuwa na mwangalia nikuruzi zile za, what the hell? But anyway, story for another day.
Wacha niseme kila mtu anakuanga na throwback. Kila mtu akona ex, anajua vile walipatana na mwisho wake ilikuwa kwaje. Ni Obina akipeana story ya ex wake vile walimita hadi pia kupata mtoto pale hivi. Ni Obina ambapo anapitia hali ngumu sana kutokana na ex wake ambaye amemshutumu kwa mambo mingi, ila akavumilia kisha ikamzidi sasa.